If you have been wanting miracle knots, but you couldn't really afford it, but wanted something more affordable, here is her hair, and it's been like a month and a half of her wearing it with synthetic curls, not human hair curls. So here I am showing you guys how to maintain it. I start off with a mousse, and I like to use the mousse because it helps with defining the curls. And like boho, it's not supposed to look perfect. Like I said, it's been a month and a half of her wearing this hairstyle. And you can see all her curls are defined. You see that? You see? You see? It's all defined. I do want to say that those 2 rows right there, I did not add any boho curls. And you have to know that this is Miracle Knots. It's just with synthetic hair. So all of these braids is actually her natural hair. So what I do like to do is once I put mousse all over, I go through and I cut the hair that may have like tangled or showing like a knot, and I'm just trimming them all up. You can also cut the boho pieces off. The good thing about synthetic hair using it is it's cheaper. So you can cut the beach curl curly pieces off and you can reattach some. You know, I'm not doing that because month and a half, it's time to take these things out. But you can see that it lasts a long time. And I have to say, I haven't been maintaining it a lot. Like, to be honest, this is probably like the first real video of me actually going in and trimming it up. So you see it's not as bad, but you can tell her root of her hair, like her scalp, it has grown out. So I'm just trimming off any type of knots at the end of the boho pieces. And sometimes it can either be all the way up or it's just at the very end. But you see how I'm just doing this one? I am just taking a little bit off and then I run my fingers through and I do the same thing. And I'm just cutting, again, any type of like noticeable knots. Not because you know that boho hair isn't supposed to look like perfection. It's supposed to give Lisa Bonet, you know, with how her hair looks with locks. It's not supposed to give perfection. But I can say that my daughter loved this hairstyle. This is her highly requested hairstyle. And by her being a teenager, I didn't want to put, and I'm not saying she's not, she just turned a teenager. So I don't want to put human hair curls in because she don't be caring. She don't be caring about her hair like that. But she did really enjoy this hairstyle because it was very lightweight. She could put it in a banana clip. She can style it. I'll also be posting a styling video on how to style it. And this, again, the way that I installed it, it is light. This is light boho. I didn't do heavy because, again, I know my child. She's not going to, you know, sit and really care about how this hair turns out. And let's face it, she has a mom that does hair. So usually when you have a mom that does hair and who likes to do hair like I do, and you know you can get a new style as soon as you want, she don't take care of it much. So she didn't wrap it up a whole lot. So for this to be the outcome, I am pleased. Like I said, we didn't do really much as far as maintenance. And if I seen like a knot while like just looking at her, then I would just clip it and snip it every now and then. But for the most part, I didn't really clip it or snip it. So some parts I am cutting the whole boho piece out if it's bothering me to the point. But you see, if I see the 2 boho pieces are sticking to another one, I automatically just clip the ends and separate the 2. Because I'm just like, y'all not supposed to be making love together. Like, I need y'all to break apart. So I like to cut those pieces off. And I know you're probably wondering, like, why you like fasten it. But you see how I'm trimming it? I'm not doing a fast snip. I'm kind of like doing like a tip as if like how you would do layers if you did layers kind of. But I'm just trimming off like the parts that look, you know, just ratty, you know, like noticeably too ratty and sticking together. So you see, once I trim it up, it's not giving like it's gone. It's still there. I'm going to let her rock this for another like couple of days. And then we're just going to remove them all together. And this is it, pretty much me done with clipping. I'm still snipping and going through. I'm looking like if my fingers can go through it, then we're good to go. So I'm using this As I Am moisturizing cream. It's like a leave-in cream, but it's a moisturizing cream. And I'm just rubbing that throughout all of her braids. And I know you guys are wondering, like, why? Because, again, these braids are my daughter's natural hair. Like, there's no added extensions into it. So this is really like her length of her hair, and this is her hair. So you want to make sure you always hydrate and moisturize your natural hair. So that is what I'm doing with the As I Am now. I did do that weekly. Because I didn't want her hair to be dry and be breaking off and all that good stuff, especially with her manipulating it and styling it. So I put a generous amount through her parts, through her braids, and just really make sure I'm coating on her braids. Then I go over it with some Blue Magic. And I know some people are just like, I like Blue Magic. But guess what? Blue Magic ain't never did nothing to me. And it's been great. And it keeps her hair nice and hydrated and moisturized and lock in, with the oil. And I know y'all thinking, but that's petroleum. But it's okay. It's okay. It hasn't done anything bad. And now I'm using the Design Essential aloe and peppermint tonic. And I'm just putting that throughout her scalp, just to make sure, her scalp is getting all that it needs to give. And you see, as I'm seeing, like when I break it apart, I'm like, oh no, you got to get trimmed again. Like I trim it again to make sure, but I just go all the way over. And again, there are no boho pieces like throughout the braid in the last 2 rows. They're only added to the tip. And that's because when you put boho pieces in those back 2 rows, it tends to get ratty a lot quicker, simply because of like maybe rubbing of the coat, rubbing of the clothes, rubbing of whatever. And I didn't want to have to worry about that when it came to her back row. So I just went heavier with the boho pieces in other places. And you see, this is the finished product. Turned out super cute. It's still giving cute bohemian vibes. And that is pretty much how you take care of this hairstyle. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, reshare, repost, comment if you are going to try this because you're balling on a budget, or just because you just feel like as long as it lasts a month and a half, I'm good to go. But I wanted to show you guys a close up. You see, she has lots of new growth, and her hair has definitely flourished in this hairstyle. And this is definitely the hairstyle of the summer. She's probably, most likely, I'm going to do this again, but with human hair, since she likes to go swimming more often. But I will definitely be doing this again with synthetic because I don't care. I just want to see how the human hair lasts with during the, swimming. If it lasts just about the same and look the same, then we're going to stay with synthetic. Well, I hope you like this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and hair grease. Bye.